Hey folks, I'm doing my old thing of staying up all night and feeling crap the next day, which is not very clever. But you know, sometimes if you stay up all night, your brain starts to do unusual things and see into places you couldn't see before. So I'm going to say something to you which came up in my head tonight. And some of you will probably start to hate me, but hear me out to the end, because it may not be as simple as you think, because I'm going to reveal my prejudices, but then I'm going to examine them. I'm outside the USA, but my heart is very much a part of the USA. I get a different view because I am outside. We get a kind of perspective from not being on site, I suppose, but from being very involved. I mean, my country's a shambles. It's got leadership which sadly has not done well, not provided the suitable leadership that we needed throughout this pandemic, etc. So I have nothing to boast about being British. But looking at America, I feel an amazing sense of bewilderment. And I've spent a lot of time in the States, so I have a little bit of understanding. Not enough understanding to make me even have a clue what happened in this recent election. Seems to me there are good people on both sides. This is indisputable. Between Republicans and Democrats, there's enormous polarization, and the country's split down the two, and not in a very amicable way. But there are definitely good people on both sides, and I don't think anyone can dispute that. And the other indisputable thing is there is a lot of skullduggery going on, because given the same set of facts, if those facts are agreed, I think most human beings would come to the same kind of conclusion. The conclusion that I come to is that we must be given different sets of facts according to where we reside and what information we tune into. Now, this has been already suggested in this very interesting film called A Social Dilemma. The theory is that once we express an opinion, we are fed the information that we want to hear, and so we get more and more polarized. To us over here, almost to a man, we were shocked that almost half of America could look at what Donald Trump has done over the last 4 years and like it and actually want more of it. I mean, to us, it's almost impossible to understand that. And this is where you guys can start to hate me. But what I'm telling you is, based on the information that we have been fed, that was an inescapable conclusion. It seemed, from the way it was painted and the media that we tune into, that the man constantly lied and bullied and cheated and made a complete disgrace of himself. But still 70 million people went, okay, he's a good man. Now, that can only be the case if the information which we had is wrong, or the information which you guys who voted for Mr. Trump is wrong. Somewhere there must be some truth. Somewhere there must be an absolute truth, surely. And I haven't actually seen the information which leads to the conclusion that Donald Trump is a good man. And I would like to see it. I really would. Because what we're getting is none of that. So here's my thought. I'm prepared to look at the fact that we're wrong. It could well be so, you know, if we are actually somehow being fed false information. We think it's impartial. We have the BBC, we have our newspapers, etc. But I don't know. So my thought is, wouldn't it be interesting to set up a board, a commission of people on both sides of the Gulf, some good Republicans, some good Democrats, perhaps people that everyone agrees are decent people, or at least the majority of people are agreed on that. You put them together, and maybe some people who are not committed either way. Maybe some people outside the US who can take an impartial view because they're actually not anchored to any political party. So you set up these people, a board of, I don't know how many people, 20 people, and they go on a mission. And the mission is to find out the truth, to evaluate all these claims that are made, both for and against Mr. Trump and Mr. Biden, and find out what the truth actually is. And I wonder if that would make a difference. I wonder if it would start to heal the gulf, the dreadful split which is paralyzing America. And it's not so similar. It's not so different in this country, actually. There is a gulf here too. But I think this would be a good place to start. So I would like to see somebody put that commission together, the Truth Commission, and let's find out what's actually been happening. Let's find out why we have such radically different views. And some people see a great man, and some people see a very, very, very bad man. I want to know, and I think a lot of people would like to know. I would like the truth to be somehow sealed in a bottle and put somewhere safe so that we can always refer to it. Maybe this is crazy, the crazy ramblings of a silly old sod who stayed up all night. But on the other hand, maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. I'd love to see somebody take it up and put this together. I hand it over to those who could perhaps make this happen. God bless you all. Let's find the truth.